Hi Year 3, happy Thursday. So this is our second lesson of finding part of a set, okay? You might notice something different from today's lesson compared to yesterday's, and let's see whether you spot it, okay? So our first question is, how many donuts is 2/3 of a box of 12 donuts, okay? So we have 12 donuts here. Do you remember yesterday we had the amount we had and then we divided it by the denominator, okay? So think about that. We're still going to follow that first step. There's a second step, so keep your eyes peeled and see whether you can spot it, okay? So 1/3 of 12 donuts is 4 donuts because 12 divided by 3 equals 4, okay? So that means 2/3 of 12 donuts, you're going to have to double it. So you'll be 4 times 2. And we know 4 times 2 equals 8. So we've got 8 donuts all together. Okay, so this is what we were doing yesterday, the first step. Today, we're doing the first step plus now timesing the numerator with our answer. Okay. So let's put that into practice again. What is 5/6 of the box of donuts? Okay, so we know we have 12 donuts all together. Okay, so I'm going to write 12 here, and my denominator is 6. So 12 divided by 6. What does that equal? We know 12 divided by 6 is 2. Okay, and then we need to times the answer with the numerator because we need to have 5 lots of them. So 2 times 5 equals what? We know 2 times 5 equals 10. Okay, so 5/6 of the boxes, 5/6 of the box of donuts is going to equal 10 donuts. I was going to put a den D there. Okay, now it says, what is 3/4 of the box of donuts? Okay, so exactly the same again. Let me change my colour. Can you remember the steps? I've got 12 donuts all together. What am I dividing it by now? Okay, what's our denominator? That's right, our denominator is 4. So what is 12 divided by 4? Let's get our piano fingers out. 4, 8, 12. 12 divided by 4 is going to be 3. Now, don't forget our next step. You multiply your answer with the numerator. So in this calculation, our numerator is 3. So we've got 3 times 3, which equals 9. Okay, so I'm going to put 9D for 9 donuts. So 3/4 of the box of donuts, you will get 9 donuts. Okay, don't forget that little rule. You times the amount with the denominator, you then times the answer by the numerator. We will do it again, don't worry. Okay, so we can, another way to look at it, we can say a half of a 1/6 of 12 is going to equal 2 donuts. So 5/6 of 12 is 5 times 2 is going to be 10 donuts. 1/4 of 12 is 3 donuts. So 3 times 3 is going to equal 9 donuts. Okay, just what we did just then. So using the counters to help you, just like we did yesterday, what is 3/4 of 20 pies? Okay, so I've got 20 pies up here. Follow where my mouse is, 20 pies up here. And my bar model has been split into 4 because my denominator, as you can see, is 4. So our first calculation is going to be 20 divided by 4. What is 20 divided by 4? When you do your 4 times table, get those piano fingers out. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So we need to have 5 in each box. Okay, So 20 divided by 4 is going to equal 5. Let's just put them in here. Oh, and then we need to multiply 5 by 3, which is going to equal 15. Okay, so what is 3/4 of 20? It's going to equal 15. And we can prove we are correct because we can highlight 5, 10, 15. 5 lots of 3 is 15. So 3/4 of 20 pies is going to be 15 pies. Okay, so what is 2/3 of 21 biscuits? So let's do our calculation first. It'll be 21 divided by our denominator, which is going to be what? It's going to be 3. 21 divided by 3. So how many 3's go into 21? So let's do our 3 times table. Get your piano fingers out for me. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. How many is that? That's right, we've got 7. Okay, so we're going to have 7 in each box. Let me just do this. 2, 4, 6. Oh, a lot easier if I move them in a group. Okay, so we've got 7 in each box. So can you now say it by yourself aloud or to a partner if you're doing it with somebody, what you need to do next? Go. Okay, hopefully you would have said you need to times the answer with how many, whatever our numerator is, how many we need. That's going to be 2. So 7 times 2 equals 14. And we can represent that with our counters and our bar model by, we've got our 7. We need 2 groups of 7. Our 2 groups of 7 are up here. So 2/3 of 21 biscuits is going to be 14 biscuits. Okay, so what about 2/5 of 15 cupcakes? So our calculation, I'm going to change colour pen. The calculation is 15 divided by 5, which is going to be 3. Okay, because 3 times 5 is 15. I'm going to prove we're right by putting 3 in each box, because remember, it's really important you prove you are correct. So that's 3, 6. Count with me. 9. Let's make them a bit smaller. 12. And then 15. Okay, so again, now tell your partner what we need to do to work out what 2/5 of 15 is. We know what 1/5 of 15 is going to be 3. What's 2/5 going to be? Well, let's use our bar model to help us. This is 1/5, so this is going to be 2/5. So 2/5 of 15 is going to be 6. 3, 6. We need to do 3. Prove we are right. 3 times 2 equals 6. So now we can use the same bar model. What is 4/5 of 15? Well, we've already got 2. Okay, let me change my colour box. We've already got 2 here. Oh, we don't want that one. So we now need to work out what 4 is. So we got 3, 6, 9, 12. So 4/5 of 15 is going to be 12. We can prove we're right by showing a calculation. So it's exactly the same. 15 divided by 5 is going to equal 3, because 3 5s are 15. Now we need to times the answer with the numerator, which is 4. So 3 times 4 equals 12. And we've got 2 examples here to prove we are correct, because not only have we done our maths down here, we've also put the 15 counters into the correct amount of boxes, 5 boxes, because that's what we're dividing by, and we've counted how many are in each box. Okay, so you need to use your counters like you were doing yesterday, or your objects, whatever you have, to help you. Okay, so please complete the blue task for today, and if you have any questions at all, then please send me an email and I'll be able to help you. All right, good luck.